Hey guys, so on this week's Geeky AF, we're going to be talking about who played the better Kyle Reese. I figured we're not going to talk about Anton Yelchin or Jonathan Jackson, simply because Terminator Salvation, there really wasn't much of the Kyle Reese character in that, not the one that we've come to know. And Terminator Salvation, again, that's not really the Kyle Reese that we've kind of come to know. It's the interpretations of the character. The one in Terminator Salvation is from an earlier point in time, so I don't feel like that's a fair comparison, as opposed to um, the one played by Michael. I think Bain is his last name. Michael Bean. Michael Bain. Forgive me if I'm butchering the name. I'm terrible with names. Um, Jai Courtney and Michael Bain are supposed to be playing basically the same character, uh, and supposed to be playing the same version of the same character. So putting Anton and uh, Jonathan on that same uh, level, I don't feel is appropriate. So we're just going to compare Michael and Jai. So on that note, I feel like when you look at Kyle, he really has that look of what it would be like to live in like an apocalyptic future. There's no food, or what food you do get, you're eating, like Rorschach, you're eating beans out of a can. You're not really warming them up. You're just eating them as is. You're scrounging around. You're eating rats. You're cooking rats on the, uh, wherever you can. You're warming up. Wherever you can, however you can. You're grungy, scrounging around. You're a hot mess. You look stressed the fuck out. Um, but basically, you're, you look kind of homeless. Because you don't have, things aren't really looking good for you in that Terminator future where the robots are walking around crushing human skulls. That's not really the perfect environment for uh, what we see with uh, Jai Courtney, who looks like he just got done modeling. Perfect chiseled features, nice, hunk of a man who puts us all to shame. And it looks nothing like what a dystopian future would be, where everyone's kind of malnourished, stressed out. You know, um, I mean, he says the things that he should, like, shit's kind of fucked up. Everything's torn apart. But you don't see the stress of someone who has that future. Um, and I don't buy it. Not by a long shot. You know. And it's one of those things where I have not seen anything the guy's been in. Uh, I overall did not really enjoy Terminator Genesis. There was a lot of things wrong with that movie. Storyline wise, I had a huge problem with it. And I wanted to like it. I really did, because I thought it had a lot of interesting story ideas. They had a lot of concepts that I thought, well, this could be really interesting. A lot of time travel elements that I thought this could be clever. Now, let's see how it plays out. But it ultimately goes nowhere. And I really thought, okay, if you're going to deviate, let's strongly deviate. And it didn't. But the thing that sadly they deviated the most on was the guy's personality. He doesn't look anything. He doesn't resemble anything like Michael Bean. Um, he doesn't act anything like him. He doesn't. It's just the mannerisms are not there. That he doesn't look anything like him. Again, like the body type's all wrong. Like everything about him, it's like polar opposite. you know. Um, and that, thank you. And that to me was one of the worst things about you know, seeing the movie, it was in my mind. I'm watching it, going, "This is not Kyle Reese. Like, is this an imposter?" You know, the lady who played Sarah, I bought that more than I bought him, and I really didn't buy her far too much. You know, so the entire thing, the romantic tension with her, you know, again, a lot of it was, I'm told this, but it's not because uh, I'm told this, and it's because it was in the first Terminator movie, but I don't see it. There's no connection there. And again, if this was another movie and not a Terminator movie, I really wouldn't care. And I felt like they really missed an opportunity to do something completely creatively different and tell their own story. And that's what I've always felt was wrong with Terminator sequels outside of Terminator 2, is they don't take that opportunity to do something drastically different. Um, Outside of making John Connor a fucking Terminator, which was dumb as shit. Um, and I felt like they really missed the mark with the casting here with Kyle Reese. Um, so like I really hate, like, I enjoyed uh Anton's, yeah, forgive me again, I'm butchering the name. Like, I enjoyed him playing a younger Kyle. But it's not fair to compare him to Michael. Um, so I don't compare them, but I see how they complement each other. And with Jonathan, I don't feel like there's enough there that I can compare the two. But again, I see that, um, you know, it's one of those things where when I look at Jai Courtney, I feel like it was just completely miscast. And not because I'm comparing the two, but it's because when I think of what a dystopian future actually is and the people that would come from that and what they're going through, I, he does not make it a believable character at all. And whenever I look at Michael, you are exactly what I would picture that character being. Um, and to me, I really like that character. The more I go back to the first Terminator, and then going back to Terminator 2 and thinking of the sacrifices he made for John, um, I don't see any of those qualities in Jai Courtney. And I don't know if it was the bad writing, which I think is there. I don't know if it's bad acting, which I think is there. Like, I think there's so many problems. I don't think it's just narrowed down to one. So, but what do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, or if you think I'm wrong, tell me that, because I've been wrong before. You know, my wife tells me all the time I'm wrong, so you know, go figure. But let me know what you guys think, and if you like this video, you guys want to see more, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and you'll see more. So, in that, be genuine, be safe, and keep on geeking on, guys.